Now the next point is legislature at the state level. The first point is legislative assembly. Each state has a legislature and it is called legislative assembly. दोस्तों मैंने कहा था पहले कि लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली का मतलब क्या होता है? विधानसभा, जो गुजरात में गांधीनगर में जो स्थित है हमारी विधानसभा, उसको कहते हैं लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली. एंड वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द स्टेट लेवल. ओके. नाउ सेकंड इज लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिलिंग. जैसे दिल्ली में पार्लियामेंट के अंदर 2 हाउसेस होते हैं, वैसे ही स्टेट के अंदर 2 हाउसेस होते हैं. एंड द लोअर हाउस इज कॉल्ड लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली एंड अपर हाउस इज कॉल्ड लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल. द अदर हाउस ऑफ द लेजिस्लेचर इज कॉल्ड लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल, द अपर हाउस. ओके. बिहार, महाराष्ट्र, कर्नाटका, उत्तर प्रदेश, तमिलनाडु एटसेट्रा स्टेट्स हैव 2 हाउसेस. दोस्तों भारत देश में इतने सारे स्टेट्स हैं, लेकिन हर एक स्टेट्स के अंदर 2 हाउसेस नहीं है. हमारे गुजरात के अंदर सिर्फ एक हाउस है, वो है लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली. हमारे गुजरात के अंदर लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल यानी कि अपर हाउस नहीं है. ओके. नाउ द लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल इज द अपर हाउस. अगेन लोअर हाउस इज कॉल्ड लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली एट स्टेट लेवल and upper house at state level it is called legislative council, and the legislative assembly is the lower house. And Gujarat state, now remember this, Gujarat state does not have a legislative council. तो गुजरात में हमारे जो अपर हाउस है वो गुजरात में नहीं है. Various states have different numbers of members of the legislative assembly. As per the provision in the constitution, the minimum number of members of legislative assembly is 60. यानी कि मिनिमम 60 members वो जो legislative assembly में नहीं होते हैं तो विधानसभा उस राज्य की नहीं बनती. And the maximum number of members is 500. तो 500 से ज्यादा धारासभ्य और सीट 60 से कम धारासभ्य कोई भी स्टेट में नहीं होता है. द नंबर ऑफ मेंबर्स ऑफ गुजरात लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली. हम गुजरात की बात करें तो गुजरात में जो गांधीनगर के अंदर हमारी जो विधानसभा है उसमें कितने धारासभ्य हैं? 182. नाउ व्हाट इज द क्वालिफिकेशन फॉर मेंबरशिप ऑफ द स्टेट लेजिस्लेटर. यानी कि धारासभ्य बनने के लिए क्या क्वालिफिकेशन चाहिए? तो पहला है कि वो आदमी हमारे भारत देश का सिटीजन होना चाहिए, उसकी उम्र 25 साल से ज्यादा होनी चाहिए और वो आदमी माइंड से अनसाउंड, इंसॉल्वेंट और क्रिमिनल नहीं होना चाहिए. अगेन एनी पर्सन हु इज द सिटीजन ऑफ इंडिया एंड इज ऑफ 25 years और मोर एंड इज नॉट अ स्टेट ऑफ अनसाउंड माइंड, इंसॉल्वेंट और criminal can contest the elections of legislative assembly. Now for how many time period the member can remain the members of the legislative assembly? The legislative assembly is not a permanent house. यानी कि एक बार आप धारासभ्य बन गए तो पूरी जिंदगी आप धारासभ्य नहीं रहते. Its time period is of 5 years. So for how many years you can be the member of legislative assembly? For 5 years. And after the given period of legislative assembly is dissolved in unusual situations wherein the government cannot function as per constitutional provision, or if government cannot be formed, then the governor can send a recommendations to the President of India to dissolve the government, and the President then dissolves the legislative assembly and imposes president rule in the state. Now who is the decision maker of the state? Governor. Who is governor? And governor directly keeps in touch with the President of India. and sometimes in some situation the governor declares the president rule in the state, and during the time period the governor एडमिनिस्ट्रेट्स द स्टेट, और पूरा स्टेट जो होता है वो कौन एडमिनिस्ट्रेट करता है? गवर्नर. एंड फॉर द पर्पज ऑफ स्मूथ फंक्शनिंग ऑफ द लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली, स्पीकर एंड डेप्यूटी स्पीकर आर इलेक्टेड बाय द मेंबर्स फ्रॉम द अमंगस्ट देमसेल्व्स. द मेंबर्स ऑफ द लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल आर इलेक्टेड फ्रॉम among the institutions of local self-governance, registered graduates, teachers of secondary and higher secondary by electors. To be eligible as a member of the legislative council, the candidate should be of 30 years. अब यानी हम बात करते हैं किसकी? लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल के मेंबर्स की. तो उसकी क्वालिफिकेशन क्या है? तो वो 30 साल से ज्यादा, must be a citizen of India, and the Legislative Council is a permanent house. And like the Rajya Sabha, each of its members gets elected for a term of 6 years. See the difference between Legislative Assembly and Legislative Council. Legislative Assembly के जो members थे उसकी एज क्या थी? 25, और इसमें क्या है? 30. और Legislative Assembly कितने साल तक? 5 साल तक. लेकिन काउंसिल के मेंबरशिप 6 साल तक. ओके. नाउ इट्स 2/3 मेंबर्स रिटायर्ड एवरी 2 years, और हर 2 साल के अंदर 2/3 मेंबर्स दे आर रिटायर्ड. एंड अ स्टेट हैज टू डिसाइड whether to keep a legislative council or not. And Gujarat does not have a legislative council. Like the Lok Sabha, the legislative assembly has more power. Ordinary as well as money bills can be presented in it, and after the bills pass through various steps, they are sent to the governor for his assent. कोई भी बिल हो गुजरात में, खास करके मनी बिल, तो वो मनी बिल गवर्नर के पास जाता है, और गवर्नर का एसेंट मिलने के बाद that and after the signature of governor that bill becomes an act. गुजरात में कोई भी कायदा हमें पास करना हो तो क्या करना पड़ता है? तो लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली जो होती है वो बिल लेकर गवर्नर के पास जाते हैं, एंड गवर्नर उसके ऊपर वो सिग्नेचर करते हैं. तो इसके बाद वो जो बिल है वो क्या बनता है? हमारा कायदा बनता है. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज एग्जीक्यूटिव. द मोस्ट इफिशिएंट, effective and central organ of the government is the executive. Union executive means a central government, political executive comprising administration of the Prime Minister and cabinet of ministers, president, vice president and bureaucrats. Political and administrative executive officers and employees are in direct contact of the people. The people are influenced by their work. The executive implements the laws framed by the legislature. The administrative executive carries out the work of implementing the policies, programs and planning done by the government, keeping in view the aspirations and expectations of the people. The political executive changes every 5 years if the power is given up, whereas the administrative executive is formed by permanently appointed bureaucrats and hence it is permanent. However, the retirement age of the administrative bureaucrats is different in different states. Before their retirement, if they misbehave or shows lack of efficiency to work, they can be removed from their post, and after following prescribed inquiry procedure. The political executives are the members belonging to any political party, and their main qualification is to get elected based on their individual honesty to the party, public choice and public opinion, whereas administrative executives require educational qualifications, quality experiences as well as passing competitive examinations to be appointed permanently. The service of the administrative officer is known as civil services. जो हम पास करते हैं ना, IPS, IAS एग्जाम, all these examinations are called civil services exam. The political executives consist of president, vice president and prime minister and cabinet of ministers as per the constitution. President, this is very important point. Now in your examination many questions are asked regarding this point, president. Now president is the constitutional head of India. ये पूरे भारत देश का जो कोई हेड है तो वो कौन है? प्रेसिडेंट. All the executive powers of the federal government is given to the president by the constitution, and all the administration of the central government is carried out in the name of the president, and he is the head of the nation and the first citizen of Republic of India. Now कभी कभी आपने ये वर्ड सुना होगा, the first citizen of India. Now who is the first citizen of India? The president of India is the first citizen. Now what is the qualification? Suppose anyone wants to be the president of India. So what are the qualifications for the president? The presidential candidate should be a citizen of India. This is the common qualification, citizen of India, and should be 35 years of age or above, यानी कि वो मिनिमम 35 साल का होना चाहिए. And he should not be a salarized employee of the government, यानी कि उसके पास कोई सरकारी नौकरी नहीं होनी चाहिए. And hold any office or profit. He should not be the member of any of the houses of the parliament or state legislative assembly. यानी कि जो प्रेसिडेंट बनना चाहता है वो पार्लियामेंट के कोई भी हाउस, अपर हाउस हो या लोअर हाउस, उसका मेंबर नहीं होना चाहिए. एंड द प्रेसिडेंशियल्स इलेक्टेड is indirectly carried out by the members of both the houses of the parliament and the members elected to the state legislative assembly. The president is elected for a term of 5 years. Once the person becomes the president, he remains as the president for 5 years and he can contest the election after the completion of his term. And when the president is in power, neither criminal case can be framed against him nor an order of arrest or imprisonment can be issued. So the president of India should not be involved in any criminal case. Okay, and once any criminal case is with the president, his presidency is removed immediately. Now functions and powers of the president. He appoints the leader of the party who has gained majority in the general election as the prime minister. Then with the consultation of the prime minister, he appoints the other ministers of the cabinet. He administers the oath and distributes the portfolio to the ministers. As long as the cabinet enjoys the support of the majority members of Lok Sabha, the president cannot dissolve the cabinet. And president is the head of the defense forces of the country. This is again important. Now who is the head of defense forces? Defense forces यानी कि हमारा जो सैन्य है, आर्मी है, जो हमारी इंडियन आर्मी, उसका हेड कौन है? प्रेसिडेंट है. एंड द प्रेसिडेंट हैज द पावर टू डिक्लेयर वॉर. कोई भी देश, सॉरी हमारे भारत देश की बात करें तो हमारा भारत देश वॉर डिक्लेयर करता है तो पीएम यानी कि प्राइम मिनिस्टर कैन नॉट डिक्लेयर द वॉर, बट हु डिक्लेयर्स? द प्रेसिडेंट. सीज द वॉर एंड कंक्लूड ट्रीटीज विथ अदर कंट्रीज and he appoints the judges of the Supreme Court and High Courts. Now who appoints? The question is asked in your exam. Who appoints the judges at the Supreme Court, High Court, the Governor of the state, Attorney General? So who appoints all these very big posts? This is very big post. The judge of Supreme Court, the judges of High Court, and the governor of the state. Who appoints? So the president appoints all these posts. Okay, and he appoints the head of the defense forces also. डिफेंस फोर्सेस यानी कि हमारे जो आर्मी के जो हेड है उसको कौन अपॉइंट करता है? अगेन द प्रेसिडेंट. तो दीज आर द फंक्शंस एंड द पावर्स ऑफ प्रेसिडेंट. ही अपॉइंट्स द चेयरमैन ऑफ द यूनियन पब्लिक कमीशन एंड एम्बेसडर्स टू वेरियस नेशंस. जो हमारे विश्व के अंदर अलग अलग देशों के अंदर हमारे जो एम्बेसडर्स हैं उसको अपॉइंट कौन करता है? अगेन प्रेसिडेंट. एंड दस वास्ट authorized executive and administrative powers are vested in the president. He can grant pardon or reduce the sentence of any convicted person. यानी कि कोई आदमी को मान लो कि फांसी की सजा मिली तो उस फांसी की सजा को माफ करना, पार्डन करना और उसकी सजा को कम करना उसको किसके हाथ में है? वो प्रेसिडेंट के हाथ में है. एंड कैन पोस्टपोन इट्स इम्प्लीमेंटेशन और कैन चेंज द नेचर ऑफ द पनिशमेंट. वो जो पनिशमेंट है वो भी प्रेसिडेंट बदल सकता है. ही समन्स द सेशन ऑफ बोथ द हाउसेस ऑफ द पार्लियामेंट एंड propagates them. He can even dissolve the Lok Sabha if the president is satisfied that the security of India or any part of its territory is threatened by a war or external aggressions or armed rebellion. He can declare a state of emergency for the whole of India or any of its part. The declaration of emergency cannot be challenged in court. Based on the report of the governor, the president can declare constitutional emergency in the state. And he can establish president rule by dissolving the state cabinet ministry, and in case of financial emergency the president can reduce salaries of all government officials including judges of the Supreme Court and High Court. Though the president has vast executive and administrative powers, and though all the administration can be considered in the hands of the president only and done in the name only, in reality, the Prime Minister and the Council of Ministers enjoy these powers.